Folks, the American Association of University Professors is condemning Indiana University Northwest for firing a tenured black professor. The association issued a report stating the racial climate at IUN appears to be unwelcoming to faculty members of color. Now, the professor was fired for telling students, quote, now I'm assuming this is true. It's hard to believe anybody would say this, but the quote is, quote, if the indigenous people had killed all the early white settlers, racism would not have established itself, end quote. Back with us to discuss, Brian Anderson, Melanie, Collette, Ford O'Connell. I don't know how you take this out of context. It's certainly, Melanie, is clumsy to say something like it. You're an educator.
That's not the first time something like that has been said by a black professor. And usually they let it slide. Good on that university for firing that professor. That's exactly what should have happened. And whoever is supporting that is completely insane, hateful, and needs Jesus. Got to be honest.
Yeah. Ford, your thoughts?
Well, I think that this is what happens when diversity, equity, and inclusion have gone to the extreme ends. This is exactly the point that is being pushed in schools across America, that if you kill all white people, somehow all the problems in America will be gone. I think this is bankrupt academic thought, but guess what? This is what is continuing to happen in our schools because no one's paid attention for the last 30 years.
Yeah. Now, here's one of my pet peeves, Brian. This also falls into the white man did bad things to Native Americans. Okay, I get that. However, history is written by these conquests. I'm sorry. Go look at what happened with the Roman Empire and the Spanish and all the whole global history is people wiping out others and taking that land and setting up that, and then they get taken over. I mean, it's just the flow of history. And did whites kill Native Americans? Yeah, they absolutely did. Did it take their land, historically speaking? Yeah, they did.
And did Native Americans war with each other and kill each other for generations? Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And there's a part of the story that's not often told.
Yeah. So this is another example. Okay, we have to go now? Okay. All right, Brian, thank you. Brian Anderson, Melanie, Collette, Ford O'Connell. Wish we had longer.